Hello? Okay, we have a lot to explain. Today was, interesting after yesterday. And yesterday was very interesting. If y'all were living under a rock yesterday, I'm going to give you the rundown of what's going on, all right? They took the game down for 6 hours yesterday morning for an update that they didn't really say anything about until it went down. These were the patch notes. They added the Unheard edition. The Unheard edition is now available for purchase on the website, featuring access to PvE co-op mode.
Let him cook.
With persistent progression. Progression will not be reset with the wipes. Enhanced stash size. Increased starting level of character skills. Expanded PMC pockets. Additional equipment and resources in stash. Unique in-game ID. Unique radio electronic item, Mark of the Unheard. This item, by the way, gives you the ability, it goes in your special slots, it gives you the ability to call in PMCs off your friends list to back you up during a raid while you're in a fight. It also makes it so if you're max scav karma, scavs don't even see you past 60 meters. That is insane. Insane. Unique in-game, or that's the distress call, whatever it is. There's two things that do those things, okay? Unique in-game melee weapon. Unique in-game armband. Increased mail retention time. More slots on the flea market. Increased fence standing. Additional main menu background. Free access to all subsequent DLCs. Access to the ETS server. Now, there's also a bunch of changes that were actually good. Like, they nerfed inertia. Apparently, they fixed the hitboxes. Reduced aim punch. Shit that, like, would be really good. But literally nobody cares.
Nikita just wanted a new merc.
Nobody cares because this is ridiculous. Now's a perfect time for me to explain a concept that I've been saying for a long time, and people have, I'm not sure if they were just happy with EOD or regardless of why people disagreed, I'll explain my take on it and then like a level-headed thing that a lot of people feel essentially. So I have always disliked EOD. I bought it before I really knew the difference, like way back in the day.
All this bullshit going on and no underground
but
sex
like,
dungeon or
what are we
sex
talking
update.
about? Underground?
Fuck you,
What?
Nikita.
But anyways, EOD gives you like boosted trader
I won't do anything
stuff.
for 5 years overall. I'll put anything in my
It gives
mouth
you
for 5 years.
all these things in the game that honestly, the advantage, the trader rep, the bigger stash, all that stuff. The bigger stash is nice, but the trader rep, all the stuff is like bad for the player that has it. It makes the game not fun for as long. By buying EOD and getting all that stuff, you're literally like making the game less fun for yourself, if that makes sense. It's just the fun of Tarkov is the struggle. Like the stash stuff is good, but like the fun of Tarkov is the struggle. So as soon as players quit, as soon as they get max traders, as soon as they're like essentially quote unquote beat the game, they quit. Once there's like stuff, there's no struggle anymore. It's just not fun anymore. So EOD, I played a wipe on standard account last wipe, and it was a completely different game. It costs like 30 mil to get your stash upgrade, like all this stuff. So EOD is like tame enough that it's not a big deal. It is what it is. But like this is crazy. The stuff that you start with is nuts. Let me find what I'm talking about. This is what you start with, by the way.
We want there to be no addition.
People that pay $250 for this version
and call it a day.
Start with this on day one of wipe, plus the stuff they get from EOD, plus the stuff they get from standard. That's crazy. This is for online PvP servers. You get a weapon case, a fucking junk box. Most people's day one is just spent grinding a junk box. This is nuts. So this is straight up. Now you can say it's just pay for convenience, blah, 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 blah. I don't care who you are. You're going to do way better with this shit than a stock M4. That is pay for a massive advantage day one. Now it is what it is, right? The gear, whatever, but it's kind of whack. The real reason people are mad is because of this. Access to a PvE co-op mode with persistent progression. Progression will not be reset with wipes because all of the people that bought EOD, Edge of Darkness, were promised unlimited and forever to get all the new DLC additions for free. We're supposed to get DLC for free no matter what, all of it. And we paid $150 for that, and we've played this broken game for so long because we supported the devs and we got scammed. They're trying to make us pay an extra $100 from the people that had EOD to fucking get this PvE mode, which I would argue this PvE mode is worse for the game because the raids are already so dead late wipe. This is just going to be more people not playing the online servers. Like, it's already kind of ass late wipe because you don't run into any players. So it's like, yeah, let's just make them play on PvE instead. Like, fuck. So I don't even like that it exists in the first place. But the real fucked part is making us pay for it. So basically this is what happened. Tarkov Twitter is in shambles. Everybody's roasting BSG, saying revert it, blah, blah, blah. This is ridiculous. Give it to EOD owners. We purchased this. You're straight up scamming us. This is DLC 100%. Then Arena Breakout Infinite, which is like the PC version of the mobile like Tarkov ripoff game. Now, this game, to be fair, is a straight up Tarkov ripoff. But like, so is pretty much every game a ripoff of another game at the end of the day, right? So it is what it is. They posted a gameplay trailer, as some eras fade and go unheard elsewhere. Unheard. Elsewhere, ours is just rising. Which is crazy. That's wild. That's wild. So then, Battlestate on main. I thought this was a fake Twitter. Real Battlestate Games, real at Bstate Games, posts a screenshot of that post they made, taking in all homeless shooter looter. We are big wave. Goodbye to Tarkov today. We're here to welcome you to Kimona. This video gets 5,000 retweets, 10,000 more test slots will be added to our servers. Don't tell the boss. They're doing a playtest on May 8th, by the way. And they hit me up to give away keys and shit. So I'll probably be able to give away keys to you guys when they drop the playtest. I'm not sure if it'll be good or not. I'm definitely going to check it out. We'll see. But that being said, they said, have a nice 20-minute adventure in the blatant plagiarist game. In and out. On main. And the entire responses is just everybody talking shit. Look at the ratio here. 4,200 replies, 2,600 likes, 11k likes on the response, roasting them. Holy shit, this isn't the parody account. Like, it's on main, bro. They posted just before that, PvE mode is a unique feature which is available only for the owners of the Unheard edition. We will keep you updated on new features exclusive for EOD owners. And then community notes that new game modes are generally accepted as DLC if put behind a paywall. Battlestate sold EOD with the promise that they would receive free access to all subsequent DLCs. That is hilarious. The crazy thing is that on top of that, during streams last night where people were like calling them out on their bullshit, they were changing the fucking website. They were changing the website and not putting in like change logs and acting like it wasn't edited. They changed the website secretly, bro. Like crazy. Saying like season pass and shit.
Can't have ads during this drama.
So that's wild. It's not looking good for BSG. I just feel like this is like the last straw for a lot of people, and I was just pissed about this whole thing. This whole thing was ridiculous. I was rage tweeting all day yesterday about this. It's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. So this is where I'm at. I said I'll be streaming other games until Tarkov reverts this update and shows some respect to the player base that has supported this broken game for almost 6 years. My livelihood and career was made almost entirely on Tarkov, and I will obviously be less successful without it, but sometimes you gotta put your money where your mouth is. Thanks for the support so far, and hope you guys want to check out some of the other content on other fun, hardcore games in the meantime. I think that you just gotta stand on business sometimes, bro. Like, this shit's ridiculous. The whole thing is just ridiculous, bro. So, if that doesn't show them they gotta do something, they gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of games that I want to check out. We'll get into that in a minute. But BSG also, after this, posted a ridiculous thing. This just goes to show how fucking lost they are. Okay? They said, hello, this is Nikita, by the way. Hello, Tarkov citizens. To honor the owners of EOD version and their indelible importance and role in the EFT universe, we plan to add the following new unique features to the EOD edition. Faster return of insured items. Increased personal trader buying limits by 20%. Increased basic PMC karma when it will be implemented. Access to unique hideout craft. Increased basic charisma skill. Special quest line with increased pocket side as a reward. Ability to skip 2 daily quests per day free of charge. Unique dog tag. Unique armband. Unique set of clothing. Unique legacy device. High priority matching for EOD owners for 6 months. High priority matching. Access to offline PvE for EOD owners for 6 months. Nobody wants, I speak for all of us when I say nobody wants this shit. I don't want this shit. We don't want the game to be easier, bro. We want the fucking DLC that we paid for forever. We paid for that shit. You owe us that. That is DLC. They can say it's not DLC all they want. It's fucking, when it looks like DLC, when it smells like DLC, when it feels like DLC inside of, when I mean, it's DLC. It's DLC, all right? And the prio queue is crazy. Like, what, are we gonna make everybody else mash for 20 minutes so we can get into games
Why would I want
faster?
bigger pockets when BSG already ran mine?
I got nothing to put in them, bro. They're empty. Nobody, this makes it worse to me. The things like this, okay, when you can progress, things like this help you progress faster. Okay, when you can progress faster, this game is worse. They're turning this game into like some like COD sandbox shooter thing with extra steps with more cheaters, basically. Go back to square one, realize why people like playing this game, and just stick with it, bro. We don't need to do any of this extra shit. We don't need to make it easier. We don't need to do all this extravagant stuff. Just give us the damn DLC. Keep the game hardcore. Keep the game hard. Keep the game challenging, all that stuff. And then just leave it alone, bro. The other patch notes in this were very good. They body hitbox penetration rework, armor penetration rework, reduced inertia strength, reduced aim punch effect, reduced the blur effect when taking damage. These are all amazing. The camera shake effect. These are all amazing things that people have been talking about. All they had to do was this. All they had to do was that. Like, I don't understand why they're so lost that they think that this is the best thing for them to do. Why the fuck would this be a good idea? So we said temporary access to PvE will be provided as soon as we reinforce server infrastructure of that particular game mode for a wider audience, because we use totally different servers for that, and now there's a really limited amount of them. So with that being said, it seems like realistically, it seems like they made this as like, hey, we can do this and then charge people for it and keep it running, because the servers are undoubtedly definitely expensive for them to run. They wouldn't have just done all this work for free and given it to EOD players just cuz, right? So that begs the question, why even do it in the first place? I don't even want that shit. I'm sure some people want that shit, but was it worth all your time and work and effort and all that? Like no. And money especially? Like no. Just you didn't even need to fucking do it, bro. Ideally, I think what they need to do, get rid of that version entirely, that unheard of or whatever, refund everybody that bought it, make this PvE thing available, either get rid of that shit altogether or make it available for all EOD people like it should be. Like you just scammed all the EOD players, myself included. Everybody else has played the game for 6+ years, etc. They need to just ideally give that to EOD players, refund everybody that bought this version, get rid of all this pay-to-win bullshit, and then just get back to the basics. That's ideal for me. I think a lot of people agree with me, as I was like reading on Twitter and stuff. Giga Beef had a really good post about it. I'm not sure what it's going to take to make me want to play the game soon. Obviously, I'm not quitting forever. I feel like with all the rage going on Twitter, they have to do something. What is this? For no reason at all, I would like to remind you that if you buy your own DayZ base game, you will get DayZ Livonia DLC for free. To clarify, the Livonia DLC will no longer be sold separately once update 1.25 is released on stable branches. Existing DLC base game owners without Livonia will receive the DLC free of charge. Furthermore, we'll be adding a new addition to our merch store. Just use code PAYTOWIN to get the DayZ starter loot bundle for only $250. Hashtag $250. Hashtag escape from Chernaris. So yeah, so if you are a Tarkov player, I think the best thing that, look, if you feel similarly to how I feel about this whole thing, I think BSG needs to definitely, you know, take a step back, realize how they fucked up, you know, the whole thing. The best thing to do right now is literally just to not fucking play it. Obviously, I don't blame streamers that are going to continue streaming it. It is what it is. Don't fucking go and harass them, stuff like that. That's just how I feel about it. Fortunately, I'm in a good enough spot to where, you know, even if I have half the viewers, I'm making half the money, all that stuff, I'll be okay. I literally stream, go to the gym, and fucking buy milk. You know, milk ain't even that expensive. It is what it is. But it's definitely a scary thing for a lot of people that have like full-time streamed this game, all that stuff. I got the PTO saved up, you know what I'm saying? The blue milk I still can't find, unfortunately. That's got me pissed off. So I'm gonna be playing different stuff for a bit. Hopefully BSG gets their shit together, changes everything. Logical just posted on Twitter. Just because you see your active player count declining, you really think an in-game event is going to change anything? Boss spawns at 100% on their respective maps, cultists at 100% on their respective maps. They gave us a 100% boss thing to try to get us to play it. Wow. Fuck them, dude.